is currently January 19th, and so that means Valentine's Day is right around the corner. I have a whole bunch of silverware that I bought. Some is like higher quality. Some is higher quality than others. So I bought a whole bunch of this like really cheap, thin, says it's stainless steel in China. But this is really thin, like cheap forks and stuff. So what I want to do is go ahead and start using some of this stuff. The more expensive, like thicker, here's one. Good gosh, why is this not focusing? So the thicker silverware that I have, the more ornate, the more quality, I guess, silverware that I have, I think those are better for using as rings. And so I'm going to try and use some of this thinner, cheaper stuff. One, it's good to practice with, so if you screw up, it's not that big a deal. But I think using it as a pendant might be a better use for these. Here's one of the thinner, cheaper ones that I tried to use, and as you can see, I messed up, but I think I kind of have it down. So these are I've made one. We're gonna make another one. So the main thing that I'm going to be using is this Peppy ring bender. So it also has this where you can make a 90-degree, or in this situation, a 60-degree bend in it. If you don't have one of these, you could probably get away with just using it in a vise and bending it over, and especially with this thinner stuff, it's pretty easy to do. Next thing I'm going to do is we need to cut this end off, and then we need to heat this up. Even though this is pretty malleable, we're going to be bending in it and stuff. We don't need to work hard in it. So we're going to heat this up to a cherry red, or actually a dull red, and then we're going to dunk it in some water. That'll make it nice and soft and able to bend. So I bought a new toy. I did not buy this for making jewelry, but it works out really good. Quick, fast, and easy. But it's an induction heater. So look in the description down below, and I'll put a link down in the description below. It comes with the case. So it comes with this nice case. I already have it out because I was using it earlier. But you have these coils, which you can bend however you need. This one came with all these other different coils that's in there. So some that's smaller. And so for us, we're going to use one of the smaller coils because our forks are not all that thick or big. Let's say you're using this on a bolt. But this is really why I bought the induction heater, is that if you have a rusty bolt that's not coming out, you just put the induction heater over it. It turns nice cherry red, and then you can take that bolt off. But yeah, it comes with several of these coils. Comes with a nice carrying case. It even has little keys for the case, and then the induction heater fits inside here. And I already have the coil on there, but it's a big machine. It's a big heater. I mean, that's let's see, that's 15, 16 inches, so something like that. And then whenever you have the heater on it, the coil pack, or the heating coil on it, it makes it really long. So pretty big. Anyway, so here's a quick, fast, easy way to heat up the jewelry. So there's really no on-off switch. whenever you plug it in, you're going to start hearing this cooling fan going. To start the induction heater, you just push and hold that red button, and it's a momentary switch, so on, off, kind of thing. So yeah, you just put the coils down in there and you tighten up these little knobs, and then it's just that easy to change it out. You unscrew it, pull it out, put the new one in, tighten, good to go. But yeah, this will heat up pretty quick. I'm going to do this in regular time, so you can just see how quick it is, and we'll go from there. Alright, I'm going to plug it in. And since the other way to do this is obviously just heat it with a torch. You could heat it with a torch as small as this, or your propane, like Burns-O-Matic torch. That'll work. But again, since it's a new toy, new tool, this is how we're going to do it. So I'm going to push a button. As you can see, nothing really happens. Anything that is magnetic should heat up in this. So it's not going to do copper, it's not going to do aluminum, but anything metal it should do, or anything conductive. Stainless steel, it's not the most conductive, but it is definitely conductive. So alright, I'm going to push a button, and whenever you put it in, you can feel a little bit of the vibration, and you can already see maybe some of the color change. We're going to do this whole thing. That's just how fast this thing works. And since it heats it up so fast, you can hold it in your hand. It will eventually leak down, so gotta watch out for that. Yeah, that should be about all. We're gonna dump it in there. So this should now be malleable, where you can bend it fairly easily. We're gonna go ahead and cut this end off. So you can do that. You can do that several different ways. If you have a good pair of dikes, you can cut those off with that. If you can use your grinder with an attachment, I'm just going to use this one because it's super easy to use. And so we'll just kind of eyeball this part right here. Okay, that takes off the burr, and with this we can kind of just set that aside and use it for something else. I'm sure we'll find something. So we got some jeweler's files. They're not much, they're just small files, but this way we'll finish getting the rest of the burrs off of it, because once you bend this over, it's going to be hard to get those. That feels good to the fingers. Alright, so I'm going to spin you around. We're going to use the round over part first, because we're going to have to completely round this over, and then, well, completely 90-degree round that one, 90-degree round this one, and then we'll look somewhere in the middle and bend it to that angle. So give me a second. So important, you want the side you want on the outside, like this. So we're going to do that, get that a little bit bent, and you're just going to walk it around. And then once you had that kind of, you know, at a 90, well, 180, once you had that at like 180 degrees, We're going to do the same thing on the other side. When you're done, it should look similar to that. Then we can switch over to this other one. And you can try to protect this as much as you can. Like I said, since I've only done it a couple of times, I haven't really looked into it that much as far as because it's going to make some divots on the side. So let's go ahead and bend this just to where it touches, and you can see it kind of left a mark there and a mark there, but I'm not going to worry about it because it's not that big a deal. These are cheap. I'm trying to mass produce these. So alright, battery's about to die. Let me go to the next step, and that's going to be polishing. Oh my goodness, forgot to record. So I'll just do a quick follow-up with what I did. Dadgummit. I had these little abrasive wheels. They work really good. And it brings it to kind of a satin polish kind of thing. So if you like that look, you can obviously keep that look on there. And then after you do that, then you'll go over to your polish. I use this Mother's aluminum polish. I've had this for, I don't know, probably 5 years. I've only used that much. Works really good. Just need the tiniest amount. You put it on your finger, and then you'll come over to these little buffer wheels, and you can put this in a Dremel. This is anyways, put that in a Dremel. You can probably even put it in a drill. Make sure you hold on to it. But you'll smear the polish all over, and you'll come back with your buffer wheel. Get it all nice shiny for you. This is the hottest part of this whole process. It will heat up really fast in your hands, so be careful with that. Give yourself a break, blow it off, cool it off. You can probably dunk it in water if you need to, and then dry it off really good and continue buffing it out. And then kind of the cool thing is this will focus, maybe not. I don't know if you can see it, but you can still see where it says stainless, and then the China. But anyways, Valentine's Day's coming up, so these are pretty simple to make. If you wanted, you can drill a little tiny hole in there, put a jumper ring on there, put it through a necklace, put the necklace through there if you want to do it that way. Make another one so you have a couple of them kind of daisy chaining onto each other. If you got kids or whatever, 2 kids or whatever, put 2 of them on there. If you got 3 kids, put 3 of them on there. Put this on your keychain. You can probably put another little jumper on there, and it'd be little earrings. Anyways, probably make little earrings out of them too, so pretty easy to make. Alright, so these are just a few that I finished up today. So just drill a little hole in the top, put a little jumper ring on there, put it on a necklace. If you don't put it on a if you're putting it on a necklace, and you don't have that jumper, it will tend to come to this V down here and kind of hang upside down. So if you want that, that's okay. If not, just put a little tiny hole in that, and then put a jumper in there. And I bought a bunch of these jumpers on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description as well. I think there was 1,200 or something like that for like 10 bucks or 8 bucks or something like that. But anyways, here's a ring I just finished up. It's a bigger ring. It's like a 9.25, I think. But I figured maybe for like a thumb ring. But it is a bigger ring, but kind of neat. And then I just finished this one too. This turned out to be a 7.25. So I'm trying to sell for 30 bucks. But this one is that more expensive. It is a Korean stainless steel. It's a lot thicker, but turned out really nice. So, anyways, still saving up money to finish up my patent. So hopefully we can do this. I gotta sell a bunch of these, so maybe I'll sell some of the other junk that I have around the house. I don't know. All right. Let me show you the other one that I did for my wife. I have some ADHD, and so like it's hard for me to make something and then wait to give it for a birthday, or like I said, Valentine's Day is coming up. So let me show you the one that I did for my wife. Alright, so this is the one I finished doing for the wife. I had the bigger one, which is me, and then we got 2 boys, so 2 little ones, and that's the that's just the prongs of the fort. So yeah, if you want to see how to do the little prongs, it's simple. Let me know. I'll make another video of that. So alrighty. Anyways, y'all, thanks for watching. Y'all comment, rate, and we'll talk to you later. See ya.